Let's do this example. Given g of 1 equals 5 and g of 5 is equal to 17, find part A, the linear function g. Part B, find g of -3. Solution. Part A, the ordered pair g of 1 equals 5, that is an ordered pair. That says that when x is equal to 1, the y partner g is equal to 5. So in other words, they told us that xy is equal to 1, 5, and when they told us that g of 5 is equal to 17, they've told us that the ordered pair xy is equal to, when x is equal to 5, y is equal to 17. Okay, so let's find slope. M. We have a formula. M equals y sub 2 minus y sub 1 over x sub 2 minus x sub 1. That's a formula. In this case, well, let's name this guy x sub 1, y sub 1, and this ordered pair we'll name x sub 2, y sub 2. Now we'll use those values to plug into this formula for the slope. Y sub 2 is 17 minus, the formula says minus, y sub 1 is 5, x sub 2 is 5, the formula says subtract x sub 1, which is 1, 17 minus 5 is 12, over 5 minus 1 is 4, 12 divided by 4 is 3. So this is our slope. A slope of the function. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to use y minus y sub 1 equals m times x minus x sub 1 to find equation of function g. Alright, let's write down that formula. Y minus y sub 1 equals m times x minus x sub 1. And I like to put my formulas in little clouds. It helps me that I need to memorize it one day. Okay, bring down the y. We never substitute for y. Bring down the negative sign. Replace y sub 1 with what it's equal to. Up here we said that y sub 1 was equal to 5. Bring down the equal sign. Bring down the slope, which we found over here, times, bring down the x, we never substitute for x, bring down the minus sign, and then x sub 1 is the number 1. Okay, now we're going to get this into the form y equals m times x plus b. Okay, so first thing we should do is get rid of the parentheses, so we'll distribute the multiplication. That gives us y minus 5 equals 3x minus 3. And then we want to get y by itself, so we'll add 5 to both sides. These cancel, we get y equals 3x plus 2. And then that implies we should write it in the function form g of x in place of y equals 3x plus 2. And that is the answer to part A. Now part B, they ask us to find g of negative 3. So we start by saying, well, since g of x has been found to be equal to 3x plus 2, we know that g of negative 3 is equal to 3 times parenthesis plus 2. Just exchange the x for a negative 3. So that actually comes from here. And that implies that g of negative 3 is equal to 3 times negative 3 is negative 9. Bring down the plus 2. And that implies that g of negative 3 is equal to negative 9 plus 2 is negative 7.